Hello everyone, it's Crystal. Happy Valentine's Day everyone. I hope everyone is having a good, relaxing day. Staying out of the cold. Enjoying the day that we celebrate love. I have a few cards to share today. We are going to first work on the Under My Umbrella stamp set and the punch. It's no longer offered as a bundle. In the previous catalog, it was offered as a bundle, but in the current annual catalog, it is on page 20 for the stamp set. And the punch is on page, the Umbrella Builder punch is on page 167. It's right here. So if you're interested in getting both of these, you will not be able to get the 10% discount because it's no longer offered as a bundle. So the Under My Umbrella stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set. There are 15 stamps in this set. Life showers bring love's flowers. Shower it with love. It's your day. No matter the weather, we're friends forever. Hello sunshine. Rain or shine, you're always on my mind. And then we have 4 different clusters of flowers that can be colored. If you stamp them with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, you can color them with your Stampin' Blends. We have some rain boots, we have some raindrops, we have an open umbrella, a closed, partially closed umbrella, and then here's the umbrella handle. And these are my extras from my playing with the stamp set. So this is the actual size of the stamp set. I will show you, and this stamp set coordinates perfectly with the March 2020 paper pumpkin. I had not finished using this kit, so I said, well, let me put these two together. And I will, since I added items from this kit to the Under My Umbrella stamp set and the Umbrella Builder punch, I decided to use the coordinating colors from the paper pumpkin. If you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you know every month you get one of these sheets with your kit. And on the back of the sheet, it tells you what the kit includes, and it tells you the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. So, hi Nadine, thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a happy Valentine's Day. So every month, a Paper Pumpkin kit comes with this sheet. There are instructions inside, and then the back has some alternate projects, what your kit includes, and the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. So every time I start a Paper Pumpkin kit or something working with the Paper Pumpkin kit, I look at the coordinating colors, and then I gather my ink so that I can, and my cardstock and any designer series paper I have in those colors, so everything can coordinate well. So this Paper Pumpkin kit, the coordinating colors are Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Calypso Coral, Grapefruit Grove, that color is now retired, Gray Granite, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, Shaded Spruce, and So Saffron. So I have every color except the Grapefruit Grove. And I decided to focus on Calypso Coral. That's a really pretty color. March is the anniversary for Paper Pumpkin. So usually in the March Paper Pumpkin kits, there's something extra. So this is the stamp set that came in the kit And this stamp set was actually extra for March 2020. And this is just a sandwich size bag. This blue is a piece of cardstock that I cut because I store my paper pumpkin stamp sets in a basket. There's no surprise there. Me and my baskets. And this is a just what the stamp set looks like. And there's my stamp set. And this is the free paper pumpkin stamp set from March 2020. And then there's my stamps. They're a little stained, but they still work well. So since I wanted to finish this paper pumpkin kit, punched out all of the dies that came with it. I practiced my two-step stamping with these boots. I don't like fussy cutting, but I wanted to just practice two-step stamping. If I use these boots, I'll have to fussy cut them out. But I'll make that sacrifice for you guys. So this kit comes with, it's 4 designs, 3 designs, 4 different cards. And just as a tip, like these cards are smaller than your standard A2 size cards. So whenever I get a kit and the cards are smaller than the standard A2 size cards, I just cut the card in half and use the front as a layer. This turned out to be 3.5, I believe, 3 1/4 by 5. And then I just cut a mat slightly bigger. And then I'll attach this to my card base. These raindrops are from the Under My Umbrella stamp set. So I just wanted to show you this is what I have left from the kit. Sort of ran out of steam when I was making my cards. So, and I ran out of basic black cardstock. So once I get some more basic black cardstock, I'll finish this kit. And these envelopes, I think I'm going to cut them up and use them to wrap Hershey Nuggets for my next project, including Hershey Nuggets, because these are spring colors. The pink, the petal pink, the So Saffron, and the Shaded Spruce. So my next group of Hershey Nuggets treat bags will have these colors in it. So this is what I'm going to use these envelopes for. So you can do non-traditional projects with your paper pumpkin. You can do more than just make cards. So this is our first card. I used, this is Shaded Spruce cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. I took a piece of Whisper white cardstock, 4 by 5 1/4, and I did some random stamping with the partially closed umbrella top. And I used the umbrella handle for a few of the umbrellas. This designer series paper is actually from the Ice Cream Corner Suite. The waves in the paper made me think of the umbrella, so that's why I used that paper, and to just add another layer. Let's see who we get. Hi Sherry, hi Sarah, hi Lynette. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And then the Shower with Love is in the stamp set, and I use my scallop circle punch to punch that out. And for my umbrella top, this is Shaded Spruce. This is tone on tone, so Shaded Spruce ink, and then I punched it out with this part of the umbrella builder punch. And then there's my handle. This is just basic black, and I punched it out right here. The inside of the stamp is the partially closed umbrella with the handle. And one tip I have, if I couldn't line up the handle perfectly with the umbrella, I use my Stampin' Blend. I use the dark Calypso Coral, and this end has a little nib tip, so I just put a dot right there. This one actually lines up, but there were a few times I had to fudge it a little bit. And no matter the weather, we're friends forever. This is Whisper white cardstock, 4 by 5 1/4. So it's a simple card. You don't need any special dies. This is actually all punches. This is umbrella builder punch, and this is the scallop circle punch. So if you don't have a die cutting machine, you could make this card. And of course I did my envelope. The umbrella is too big to do on the flat, but I did it on the front. So I have my pieces here, my card base all cut and scored. My envelope is ready, just in case I mail it out this week. This is my inside. No matter the weather, we're friends forever. And once again, this is Calypso Coral. And I don't know if you could tell, but I did have to fudge it. You have to look closely, but I had to put a little dot there to make them meet. And this is my random stamping for the front. Just took the stamp pad and the ink and just, you know, random stamping. And here's my other piece that I'm actually going to put it on top, so the random stamping doesn't have to be perfect, but it just has to give the idea of that there are umbrellas behind there. Then I have my other small pieces right here. I'm going to use glue dots and dimensionals. So I bought this stamp set a long time ago. Well, last year, I think in the fall. My birthday is in April, so they say April showers bring May flowers. So I like the Under My Umbrella because it makes me think of April showers. My birthday month. So I did 4. I did the perimeter, and since this is cardstock, I always do the diagonal. Put it right here. There we go. And then the inside is done. And when I made a couple cards, some extras, because I was trying to finish up the paper pumpkin kit. So I have some extras to show you. Once again, this designer series paper comes from the Ice Cream Corner designer series paper in the January to June 2021 mini catalog. This is one side of that paper, and this is the side we're using today. My tape gun, just add 4 pieces of the tape. And I want the waves to go pointing down. So this is how I'm going to orient my cardstock. So if you were doing some random stamping and you had some not so pretty pieces in the middle, grab a piece of designer series paper, cover it up. Nobody knows unless you tell them. I'm going to adhere my cardstock layer to my front, to all 4 pieces, all 4 sides, and the diagonal. My waves are in the correct orientation. Check the middle and add my layer here. So let me know if you have any questions about the Under My Umbrella stamp set, the Umbrella Builder Punch, the paper pumpkin for March 2021. We'll have some extras in it as well, since that's the anniversary month. So I'm looking forward to that. So here's my umbrella top. I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop that up. I'm going to put it on a slight angle like the first card. Just going to put that right there. And for my umbrella handle, I'm going to use mini glue dots. And because the handle's so thin, for the bottom, for the hook part. I just rolled the mini glue dot once I added it. For the top, that's going to be hidden, but I don't know if you can see the glue dot. You can just squeeze it and then you can hide it a little bit. It's pretty malleable and soft. So I'm going to stick this part underneath, so you're not going to see that glue dot. And then I'm going to put the handle down. And the Shower with Love, I'm going to put two Stampin' Dimensionals on this and put it in the lower right hand corner right here. And then that's our quick card, simple card. This is a good card if you have a friend and your friend is going through something right now. You know, a lot of people are going through stuff with COVID, but life still goes on, and people are having issues with things that are separate and apart from COVID. So people still need encouragement. So this is a quick card that you can use to encourage your friend. Use my bone folder, and there it is. Quick and simple. And for our second card, this is the card where I use the elements from the paper pumpkin. I have my Whisper White envelope here. These boots are in the Under My Umbrella stamp set. These boots are die cut. Start with my card base is basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. This gray with the grass, that's a card base from the March 2020 paper pumpkin. But if you don't have that stamp set, that kit, you can take a piece of cardstock, and if you have basic gray ink, and if you have some ink daubers, you can make this background if you want it. If you have a stamp that has grass, you can take Granny Apple Green, Shaded Spruce, Garden Green, take any of those colors and you can just stamp out some grass. So you can, even if you don't have this card kit, you can still make a card similar to this. These boots are from the card kit, but if you don't have these boots, you could use the boots that came with it and you can color them. You can do like the boots in a row. You can cut them out. There's no stamp, there's no punch or die for the boots, but they're pretty simple to cut out. They're all straight lines. And these boots with the flowers are on dimensionals. And then once again, Showered with Love. And this heart is from it's a cutout from the kit, but there are several punches that Stampin' themselves that punch out a heart for you. And once again, I use the Calypso Coral. So this is the card base, half of the card base from the kit, Shaded Spruce cardstock as another layer on the basic black. And then Rain or Shine, You're Always on My Mind. And then there are the small rain boots again, 4 by 5 1/4 on the inside. And I took the raindrops from the Under My Umbrella kit. I took basic gray ink and I did stamping off. I took the stamp, put in the ink pad, then I stamped on my scratch paper, and then I stamped on here. Ink pad, scratch paper here. Ink pad, stamp, scratch paper here. And did this just so it was a subtle gray, because otherwise it would have been, the raindrops would have been too dark on that background. And I have my envelope for the card we're going to make together. My Shaded Spruce. I've already stamped the raindrops on here. Ink pad, scratch paper here. And I just did it on an angle to look like, you know, there's some wind-driven rain. Rain or Shine, You're Always on My Mind. And then our short rain boots again. And here is our card base. On 4 sides and the diagonal. Rain or shine, you're always on my mind. And for the front, I will adhere this from the kit. Put that on the shaded spruce. And now I will attach both layers to the card base. We'll do the diagonal for the cardstock. And then we have our sentiment and our boots here. Our sentiment and our little heart. And I put the boots and the sentiment are on dimensionals. Them on the grass in the middle. And showered with love once again, two dimensionals. For the heart, I just used a mini glue dot right here. I put it slightly to the left because I let the right side of the heart hang off the sentiment. Like that. And that is our second card. Take my bone folder. Increase my card. And there we have 2 quick cards. Just want to show you the other cards I made with what I had left in the kit, the paper pumpkin kit. So for this card, this is just, these small boots came in the kit. This bunny rabbit came in the kit, and there's some more hearts. This blue is a different card base. I once again cut it in half, and then I added my raindrops, and I actually adhered the bunny rabbit to the boots, and then I popped everything up on dimensionals for that one. And life showers brings love's flowers, and there's my partially closed umbrella, all stamped in Calypso Coral. Then I took this practice some two-step stamping, you have the boot outline in the basic black, and then the actual boot design is a separate stamp. And then I did some fussy cutting and added the boots. This is Daffodil Delight, this cardstock, and the ink is Daffodil Delight. I used a punch it out. I used a punch to punch out the handle. And then these hearts are from the Paper Pumpkin kit, and Shower It With Love is from the Under My Umbrella stamp set. So the stamp set and this kit work together really well. Life showers to bring love's flowers, and my short rain boots. This is 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. This card does not have any raindrops, but I stamped directly on the card, the half a card base from the kit, and then I used Daffodil Delight and Calypso Coral for inside of the boots. And I usually don't stamp on, since I only had a limited number of these half a cards. Normally I wouldn't take the risk, because two-step stamping is not one of my specialties. I'm still working at it, but I'm glad it came out well. And then inside, Rain or Shine, You're Always on My Mind. The short boots from the Under My Umbrella stamp set, 4 by 5 1/4 for the Whisper White layer. All quick cards. And Shower It With Love. These short boots are on dimensionals. These flowers actually came in the Paper Pumpkin. And then my sentiment from Under My Umbrella, some raindrops, Rain or Shine, You're Always on My Mind, and the partially closed umbrella. So if you ever get a card kit and the cards are not your standard A2 size cards, one good way to expand your kit is to cut your card bases in half. So the other half of the card I'm going to use when I stamp out some small things and do some die cutting. So I've increased my supply of cardstock by cutting open these any cards you get in a card kit. So if you are interested in becoming a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, please contact me. Please let me know. February is almost over. It's halfway over. So if you shop at my online store, I would appreciate your business. If your order will be less than $150, use this host code, and everyone who enters the host code for February will be entered into my monthly prize drawing. If you're interested in becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Celebration is a great time to become a demonstrator. In addition to everything that you get in your starter kit, and you get a retired Paper Pumpkin, you get some business supplies. For Celebration, you also get 200 sheets of designer series paper for free for signing up. It's a great experience, and most importantly, you get a 20% discount. I signed up strictly for the discount, but I like sharing my crafts, so here I am. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to get discounts on your crafting supplies, let me know. Email me, inbox me, leave a comment under this video, and we can discuss it. So thanks for joining me today, where I worked on the Under My Umbrella stamp set, the Umbrella Builder Punch, and the March 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit. Continue to enjoy your Valentine's Day, and happy crafting.